Hi guys, it's me, Russell. I want to introduce you or reintroduce you to the Santa Cruz River. You guys know the Santa Cruz River. We've been taking field trips there for the last few years. It runs from the San Rafael Valley down into Sonora, Mexico, and it crosses the border just east of Nogales. It runs north up through Rio Rico and then to Tubac and Tumacacori, where we took our nature walk last year and were unfortunately attacked by bees. Here in Tucson, most of us know the Santa Cruz as a mostly dry riverbed with lots of trash in it. But this wasn't always the case. For thousands of years, indigenous people such as the Hohokam and later the Tohono O'odham and Yaqui lived along the river here and used it to irrigate their crops and provide their communities with water. It was lush and lined with trees and full of native frogs, turtles, and fish. Up until the 1950s, Tucson kids used to spend their summers swimming in the river in the shade of huge cottonwood trees. But today, due to mismanagement of our water resources, the river is mostly dry. However, there are lots of people who are dedicated to making our river healthy again. About a mile from Jackman, water has been pouring into the river since 2019. You might not know it, but there are lots of places where the river is full of running water. People are working to find ways to conserve and reuse water to promote the health of our river. And it's working. We have Sonoran mud turtles returning to the river, bobcats, raccoons, fish, frogs, and for the first time in decades, native cottonwoods. These ones started growing right here near Jackman just a few months after water was released into the dry riverbed. Let me tell you how I spent my summer. First, I spent some time getting introduced to the dragonflies, damselflies, turtles, plants, and fish that live in the river. I was surprised to see all the places where the river was filled with rushing water. I was also not that surprised to see all the trash. But now, I pick it up. Our field at Jackman has a slightly higher elevation than the river, so when we leave trash out there, the river is where it ends up. So pick up your trash. After getting to know the river, it was time to decide what area of research I was going to focus on. I decided to use wildlife cameras to get a clearer idea what type of wildlife was coming to the river and what impact it was having on the animals to return water into the river. Here we are retrieving the SD cards from the cameras. And here's some of what we found. Bobcats, javelinas, coyotes, cottontails, roadrunners, whatever this is. I learned that the Santa Cruz River is something that belongs to all of us. Sure, it's got shopping carts in it, but it also has this thing. Did you know that it has fireflies? It's not just a dead river that used to be something amazing. It's something that we can take care of and invest in and grow and nurture. Maybe if we treat it well, the next generation of kids can grow up with memories of the river, and we can have more plants and trees and animals and less garbage. This year, we're going to get to know and appreciate the Santa Cruz River more closely through field trips, activities, and some units in Natural World. I hope you learn to love and enjoy it as much as I have.